Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 20! And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Here's Prescott. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Let's go now.
Play fake. Here's Love. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Here's Love. He finds his man complete. That's late. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Packers at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshone. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the 1st down on a well-executed double pass. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And Zeke will have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 35. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47.
Throwing, Prescott. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try again with Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. A give running right is Chubb. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Love looking to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, Love. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love, rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Let's go.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Buying time to his left. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action this time with Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly. Falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. but has great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half, Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had him for a second. But the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Working out of the gun, Love. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Love now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Now 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. On third down, Lloyd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here we go, set.
Jacobs going to try the middle.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. It's Lloyd, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60.
Throwing. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 13-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he is going to lose yardage here.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
On play action. Love to throw. On the move to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Love, they go play action now. He'll buy some time right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
19, Tiger. Roll.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Elliott running right. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 17. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Here we go.
It's complete, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A complete once again to Watson.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They will run the draw with Jacobs.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They'll come up now on second down. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Love.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Third down and goal coming up here.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Now Love.
They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
19 Lion, let's go. Dragon 60.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who
Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Carr. Olave over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. That'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. The Saints at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The throw's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Carr. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Nifty move. And yet again. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Card out to throw. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard.